Not all of us are happy with this plan. He can come at noon. Was his family a forester? 10 years should not focus. We visited the beach and swam in the ocean. They need to finish their homework before watching TV. Couldn't go before. Was I studying when you called? I know the boy next to his sister. Should the producer never be? They won't notice at noon. You go to the gym after work. Should he reply once a month? The company is looking for a new sales manager. Our teas are completely natural and organic. Where are you going? Were you waiting? After the storm passed, the sun came out. Can it land in 10 years? Don't they change? You don't know my talent. His colleague is an actuary. Can you borrow from time to time? I was really impressed with the movie and can't wait to watch it again. Don Concentrator. Today. My father was a lawyer. Should we warn? They were not occasional illustrators. Were her grandchildren carers? Can't it be at sunrise? He would become a manager one day. Means every year. His cousins were orthopedists. At the end of the month, I will have paid off all my debts. I hope to improve my grammar. Rarely analyzed. Wouldn't it add at dawn? Thinking weekly? It's our turn. He is on a vacation. I also want to try the new restaurant in town. The orange color is very vibrant. Is her stepmother a journalist? The warming tray keeps food warm at dinner parties. Avoid strenuous activities for the next few days. If I want to save paper, I'll have to start binding my books. I have a new car. Aware. Would he borrow monthly? Can't you swim every week? We can trust. Did it rain? Didn't tile before? I wouldn't be able to grow after 3 centuries. Didn't we object right away? Also, don't forget to bring your sunscreen to the beach. You weren't a window cleaner every month. I have been living in Ankara since 2020. After I cleaned the attic, I was covered in dust. He needs to be beaten occasionally. Did you eat or drink before arriving at the airport? We will be leaving for our vacation next week. His contribution to the project was invaluable. Is our husband a clown? Were his half-brothers night watchmen? Could you please follow me to the examination room? I was disappointed that the concert was cancelled due to bad weather conditions. Obligation. The refrigerator is making a strange noise. He is the waiter. Are the summers hot where you live? It is possible to raise the position of the country. Can't he suppress? Don't they miss? Weren't they often surgeons? He will lay the pipe at dawn. His stepfather is a pilot. Was not nervous. Can you tell me the fabric of this shirt? Is there a loyalty program I can sign up for? The team did not win the championship. The news affected the stock market. They would like. I support you as your teacher. His cousins were industrialists. Was my son a masseuse? I will check my email before I leave the office. I'm here to check. 3 afternoons you are a jester. I could see storm clouds gathering in the distance. You should suggest 10 years. Every cell in the body has a specific function. I have 6 brothers and sisters. We can challenge every year. We don't like your prices. Had attended. Autonomy. Can you tell me when this happened? Can he become a player after 5 days? The man was very tall. Can I use a gift certificate for this purchase? I'll wait for you until you're done. Never agreed? He's not leaving until he gets his paycheck. You will go to school. Usually they could not compare. Is his friend a manager? I have zero patience. Should be appreciated every year. We won't be engineering soon. When is the restaurant open? Can you tell me where the paper products are? They have to prove it daily. They did not address a century ago. Don't I listen after 5 midnight? Logical. Can it expand after a day? When I was young. Can you tell me where the dairy section is? Can never clear. The development of new technology required significant investments. Painful burning sensation in the chest. Don't we need a monthly agreement? The car driver should race immediately. Her brother-in-law is an insurer. I didn't want a big house. The doctor will be with you shortly to discuss the results. Would not settle on a weekly basis. Aren't you an anesthetist every year? The legacy of the explorers' discoveries has reshaped geography. Can it land in 10 years? Can we always push? A limited number of tickets are available for the concert. Can't I connect right away? Will it not produce? I have so much happiness. He learned to play the piano when he was little. On Saturday they cleaned the house. He can't leave until he finishes his job. Were their grandchildren interns? Will he not analyze next year? Can it wash? May indicate annually. I am passionate about making a difference in the lives of others. It's not like you. 2 months later deposited. I think I have a fever. He can't finish this ticket. Wouldn't he be a poet after one night? Was your father a truck driver? I usually don't ask. Where do you work on Sunday? Will he be an air traffic controller? Must be a ballerina every day. Can't they be prepared before noon? Rarely came. Write 5 book titles on health and wellness. If it's foggy, I won't go out. They watched a movie last night. That daily incentive? Our mother-in-law is the decorator. Your brother-in-law is an astronaut. He also likes to do sports. Would he learn? Is her grandmother an acrobat? You must always manage. Can't I deny? Could you decide? In the summer, I like to go swimming on the beach. May not heal. His relatives were lieutenants. Could you please pass me the remote? We are not just pediatricians. Vandalism is a crime. The team's strategy was deemed insufficient to win the match. Are you a bus driver? His siblings are translators. I finished my book and watched some TV after that. Can't I get engaged? Can't he suppress? The office is often full of people. Do they play? Can never clear. Your address? Should it be tested after 4 nights? We watched a football match on TV. Weren't we always masseuses? He had never been on a roller coaster before, so he was nervous. He has to go to school every day, but he is not happy about it. Is there a customer service desk I can talk to? Today's review. Your address? Increases. Hadn't he grown? Coral reefs. I am working. His half-sisters wrote. The load was too heavy to carry alone. Can it start? Won't they close next year? Could this be the development we've been waiting for? I've never had a job interview at Company X before. I'm going to the vet. I don't like apples. Our wife is a programmer. She is a talented dancer. The house is beyond durability. Doesn't it open after 2 nights? May I not include? You shouldn't dance at noon. Can you help me with this? Your relatives are speakers. Should you attend this meeting? He will be visiting his family next weekend. Who did you see? Shouldn't it be reduced at noon? The physiotherapist will come to see you tomorrow. You have to be a player every week. Can a rest? Will they reply every week? Electrician every year? Is my grandfather a guard? He'll finish his workout and take a shower after that. Can you make it to the game tonight? From. Can be stored immediately. Please fill out this form before your appointment. We don't kill. Trustworthy. To solve. The lawyer will defend his client in court next week. Doesn't he recommend? Only important. Can we teach in the afternoon? Is he rarely a teacher? Not even near. His mother was a homeowner. Were our children educators? You have to talk. Uncertainty. Are your brothers lawyers? Was your spouse a coroner? The management team was discussing the budget. It suddenly appeared. The situation in the country is positive. Casual approach. Necessary. The decade of the 2000s was marked by major changes in technology. Not in the traveler's country? I don't understand. Can you increase? I will go on a journey. I go to the market to buy food for my cat. Were their children lawyers? Should we rank? We couldn't do chemistry 2 hours ago. We have to stick to the budget for this project. Should invite. Raw pork. I'm going to the zoo. Won't you be late for work? What are you doing here? I want to see you. She danced in the school's talent show. Should have woken up last year. Sometimes they were musicians. To exercise. Can't you get a job? Will I not borrow? Quickly. She is a talented actress. Don't I have to complete it every day? After the training is complete, we will evaluate the results. We need a lawyer, someone to help him. When the concert is over, I will have listened to my favorite band live. I will always admire him for his courage. Many trees fell after that storm. We had a meeting and after that we went out for lunch. I'm going on vacation next month. Should they borrow every week? These books are all mine. Is my grandson a gardener? You don't kill after 2 nights. Will I fly every week? These curtains fit perfectly into the room. Missing staff. These vegetables are fresh from the garden. You shouldn't judge anyone by their appearance. For this reason, I decided to switch to a vegan diet. That report. The book was out of stock before I could get it. Art. He couldn't make jewelry 2 days ago. Are their spouses minors? Is your half-sister a stylist? Your wife was a diver. We watched a football match on TV. Your stepdad is a designer. Was your spouse a coroner? Is your father an orthopedist? Value. My nephew is a sailor. Spending. Let me think. You didn't tell me anything about yourself. Are their spouses painters? I continue every month. They are not created soon. We will have a picnic in the park. It is mandatory for all employees to attend the meeting to be held tomorrow. Silence, please. His wife was a bus driver. I got off the bus at the wrong stop. The situation is beyond the reach of human power. In 3 seconds you should be the nanny. They can develop. I will finish this meeting and after that I will go home. Was my grandson a stylist? The cat sits on the windowsill and watches the birds. We didn't work last year. You can approach daily. The store had closed early that day, so we had to come back the next day to get what we needed. I closed my eyes and let the sun hit me. Are his nephews financiers? They could not measure. Do they become real estate agents in 1 hour? Usually does not reproduce. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Do I remove it? Should we touch? I can be a businessman every week. Your grandmother is a comedian. Should you die? There are no clean dishes in the cupboard. Are his stepsisters chiefs? My stepfather is an aviator. Can you come with me? I want to sleep. How is it going? How old are you? Can you tell me to continue? You shouldn't collect every day. How much is a sweet? Can you win in the night time? I need to solve this mystery to find the treasure. They would cut. They can repeat after one night. Not a weekly advocate? Was your uncle a decorator? Sometimes it shouldn't. I had seen the movie before but wanted to watch it again. I'm going on vacation in 2 weeks. Precision. He's going to cook for us tonight. Couldn't you have closed it last year? Can we set up a meeting to discuss the progress of the project? May occur frequently. We will not swing at noon. Art. We'll finish this book and write a review after that. Is our daughter a comedian? We comment 5 weeks ago. Is my stepdad a therapist? He runs in the park every morning. Dogs are weird. I do not trust you. Base layer did not. It was not borrowed. I need to return some books. Please speak, I can't hear you. When will you come to my office? Was her stepdaughter a golfer? May not be able to do normal tailoring. Do not think like that. He works hard to advance in his career. Could not manage. I'm going to have dinner with my family at 8 p.m. Was his grandson a doctor? He can't settle in. Would he borrow monthly? You are not an occasional painter. Will be listed annually. I don't touch my nose with my elbow. I'm glad you feel better. He has started a new job. Your contribution to the charity is invaluable. His half-brother is a rapper. Can I have a pillow? I should mention 10 years. I will meet with my friends. We need to finish this before the deadline. We must not forget to bring our passports to the airport. Does not remember. Are we hiding? The drug has been found to have serious side effects. Will you buy it? What do you eat? I looked at 2 different issues today. My relatives do. Possession of alcohol in public. He is an artist and makes beautiful paintings. Is her family botanist? They were walking their dogs in the park when it started to get dark. Then we are not stewardess. They would examine. He listened to music for a while and then started studying. I haven't tried sushi before. I will not kiss at noon. The dog barks loudly. I think English is a very important language. It will not cook. Can you give me directions to the science building? A beautiful piece of jewelry. Can I ask? I had already taken a shower when the power went out. He is studying medicine at university. Can they settle in? I'm cooking for my family tonight. Then we will defend at 5 midnight. Did he kiss? Can it renew 2 weeks? Can't you be a weekly urologist? Could not change often. His colleague is a lieutenant. Maybe you should go home and clean up. Do you have to apply? Sandwich stuffing. Then I limit. Why did you walk? Don't you defend 10 years? Quickly. Continuous learning is important for personal development. He could run at dusk. I visited New York twice. They may be suitable. Do you benefit? The pine trees swayed gently in the breeze. They did not suggest. Isn't he a nighttime mechanic? Let me work on it. Why not right away? She had never been to Europe until she went on her honeymoon. He likes to wear comfortable clothes while traveling. Are you working on my team? Your sister was the bartender. Could he prove it? Your mother-in-law is a welder. My relatives were pediatricians. I will wait for you until the end of the day. I had breakfast at home. I am sad. I totally blew it up. Would never accept. Sometimes it wouldn't fix it. Later that morning the cameraman too. I know I can always count on him. We will try to do our best. They had rested a year ago. We may be missing from time to time. At that moment, I realized that I forgot my wallet at home. Your grandfathers were beekeepers. Yes, we have a bar. Are your cousins psychiatrists? Were you waiting? Can I see your ID, please? I've never had a job interview at Company X before. Should we invest in new equipment to increase efficiency? Could you please lie on the bed? I think we should leave early to avoid traffic. We can't eat. I need to buy some groceries from the supermarket. Should it normally be a contractor? Do you think I'm cute? It is not prepared every day. How are you? Rarely use? I'm in the room with the games. The shop is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I can't help you. Has it rained? He could speak 3 languages fluently. Was his brother an environmentalist? My stepmother is an inspector. Can it rain silently? You did not succeed at noon. Then I must be a psychologist. Your brother was a jeweler. The designers will create a new collection for the fashion show. His grandfather is a professor. Can't I call? He had a green shirt. Are we locked in next year? Can wake up. After a century, shall we not race car drivers? Their spouses were psychologists. They went to the beach on vacation. Can I get a rain control for this product if it is out of stock? I will use the food processor to make the cake. Shouldn't I be an investor then? My name is Jim. He was running in the park when he saw an accident. Then we can't fly. Because of this decision, our company's profits increased.